Good morning, everyone. So today I am going to try and audio tape this smartboard lesson because I know a few of you had told me that if you find that having a narration on top of the slides helps you to understand it better, especially for new topics. So I am trying to do that. When I tried that last week, the audio was a little bit too long. So I'm hoping by cutting it up into pieces and doing shorter slides that I can get everything in that I need to for today. So you may have noticed that this is the first slide of 4. So go ahead and go through each one in order. So for the first slide, we have to do now. So for the first problem, go ahead and distribute 3 sine theta minus 2. Go ahead, solve for sine theta. And depending on if sine theta is negative or positive, go ahead and find me quadrant 1 and quadrant 2 angles if sine theta is positive, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4 angles if sine theta is negative. But again, make sure for this one you are in radian mode. When you get to number 2, go ahead and bring the 4 cosine theta over, then use a quadratic formula. And you see the answers are given to you with the problems. Try it, and if you're just not getting it, no matter how hard you try, then at 12 o'clock for the Zoom, please come over and join us. So today's aim is what is the law of sines and when do we use it? The law of sines basically is used just to find sides and angles of a triangle. So let's make this a little bit more manageable. There you go. So I have a triangle, and let's go over some basics. You notice that I have angle P, angle Q, angle R. The convention is that angles are in upper cases, and the sides of the angles are in lower cases. And the sides are always opposite the angles. For example, I have side P, which is opposite angle P. I have side Q, which is opposite angle Q. And then I have side R, which is opposite angle R. The law of sines says that the ratio of the fraction that a side makes with the sine of its angle is always constant. So R over sine R equals Q over sine Q, which is equal to P over sine P. Each of the proportions are exactly the same. In some textbooks, it's reversed. You have sine R over R, sine Q over Q, sine P over P, and it's fine as well. It will not affect the answers that you get when you look for sides or angles. So these are some of the notes that I would like you to take. I want you to start with, in the triangle, the proportion of each angle to its corresponding opposite side are equal, and vice versa, meaning that the proportion of each side to its corresponding opposite angle are equal, hence the law of sines above you. Next, if we know 2 angles and a side of a triangle, we can use the law of sines to find the other sides. The law of sines, if you look at even 2 at a time, it deals with 2 sides and the 2 opposite angles. Here, 2 sides and the 2 opposite angles. The last note, if we know 2 sides and an angle of a triangle, we can use the law of sines to find the other angles. Be mindful that the angle you're looking for may be an acute angle, a right angle, or an obtuse angle. That, as we go to do more problems in the other slides, you'll see what I mean. So go ahead and get this down as part of your class notes. And then when you're done with it, go ahead and go to slide 2.